Today, QB and I will rise from the incompetent ashes and go save the queen. Well, that's our hope anyway. The end of our previous mission became a little bit tricky, and I died a few times. But one thing I did not do was restart. So I ended up take significant damage to my weapons, as you can see in the hotbar. They've all been taken down probably about, say, 10%. So we are going to go ahead and repair those and see if I can make my accountant cry. But one thing that we did do that I did not realize is we found 17 Higgs boson, which so far has been quite difficult to find. But hey, I did realize that they're sitting right here. They were in my hotbar this whole time, hiding. I'm gonna go over here to this little bench and spend all the money I have. Currently we have 77,000.
You're listening to Cubic Radio. We'll keep the music playing as long as the stars are decaying. This is a public service announcement for all you space cadets out there. Remember to save and save often.
Have you face planted too many times? Thrown yourself down too many holes? Stop by Galactic Dental and Hot Lube, and we can help you fix your grill. Now 50% off. Well, that was 33,233 qubits to fix our stuff. Now that we've paid our fair share of our space taxes, we're going over to Cuberon 1 to see how this is faring out with our planet. Current objective is to land on planet Cuberon 1, and we will see if we can save our people and our princess. Okay, on approach. Facing the darkness. Defeat the darkness on the capital and save the princess. Okay, that doesn't seem too crazy. So there is a city here, obviously. It's a capital city. But I'm curious if there, since it's the home planet, shouldn't there be more than one city? Maybe not. Okay, we're just going over here. Let's see what happens. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Not really sure what to think about that. We just use the mobile weapon. We have approached the castle. Find and restore the ancient towers. Okay. So is there an ancient weapon? Let me see if I can go ahead and do the breaker. Nope. Doesn't let me do that. So we are going to have to go ahead and fix these towers. I have no idea what that means, but we'll figure it out together. Okay. So there are some space baddies here. Looks like quite a few of them too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, wow. There's quite a few of them here. Let's see if we can take these guys out. If not, we may have to pause this and level up. Good times. Yep, of course there's all kinds of red darkness everywhere. But I'm going to try and hobble my way over there, like the space hobo that I am, and get in there. I do like that there's little spots every so often to land on where you don't have to literally vacuum your way over there. I guess I could have gotten a lot closer too. Let's do that. Okay. Well, this looks appetizing. I guess this is where the bombs come in, make this a lot easier. Like the grenades, but these things are really expensive to have to like plug yourself off. That worked out well. Yeah, we know how this is gonna go. Okay, not real well. Especially considering once those guys blow up, they contaminate the entire area you're on. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe we can get a bunker in here. Make up this little bunker more inhabitable. Get the weapon out and start shooting. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think this is going too well. Nope. Like too many things to have to concentrate on. What the hell? Where'd you come from? Okay, so, you know, save and save often. We're not gonna deal with this just yet. I need to find a way to, you know what? Let me reload. See if we've got the option, the light weapon, the mobile light weapon specifically. We've made it back over to this little outpost, the towers, and we're gonna see if we can fall down the weapon on these guys because, no, that's interesting. Oh, we're out of missiles too. Yikes. I forgot we used them all in the last episode when we were flying around like in space idiots. So I think we might have to pause here for just a moment and let me go grind some stuff because I do not have enough equipment or level in these to take these guys on. It's going to be just too painful to even do. And at that point, it won't be very enjoyable. So let me go do some space grinding for several hours and we'll be back in just a moment. So before QB and I run off like two dime store cowboys, space cowboys, I thought, why don't we actually try to cleanse the entire planet first? That would make sense. So maybe we could get all the red darkness off of the planet with the mobile light cannon, mobile light weapon, mobile light, I don't know, ice cream truck. And that might actually help us with our endeavor of, you know, getting rid of the red darkness so we can take out the towers a lot easier. Because our biggest problem right now is actually all the red darkness on the ground. So let's load up with some light shards and see if we can take care of this a little every time I fall out of the ship. And that is rule number 1. Don't fall off the ship. But let's see if we can actually stand right here. Oh, that makes sense. Depending on what actually comes out of this dome. Oh, well, look at that. Seriously? Did it not take out the red darkness down there too? Well, that's kind of crazy. Maybe I can, I don't know, shoot it again if I shoot it in the same spot. You know, it's worth a shot. And something I did find out is whenever you're in the ship, you can fire the light weapon. Oh my God. No. I did exactly what I did not want to do. Oh, geez. Oh my God. No, I'm going to at least attempt to do this. Kind of know where this is going, but what the hell's hitting us? Oh my God. Just a minute. So we're going to attempt this and clear these 4 locations, hopefully, and see if that will give us a leg up on being able to take out the towers. I think it will, but you know, I've been wrong before. A lot. Back to my chair. Man, that is a really large bug over there. Okay. Oh my God, Fort. There we go. I can't even hit these things. Jeez. Let me get out of my ship. Like, you know, how many lessons do you need to learn? All of them, multiple times. And I still can't hit these things through my shields, which is okay. Let me see. I think I've got what I need, which is a massive amount of stupidity. Wow, these things are good. My gun just overheated. Oh, jeez. Stop it. Go away. Ouch. That was weird. Okay. I realized what we really need to do. I really need to get some more hearts and to level up a little bit, cleanse some of these easy or reactivate some of the easy towers. So I'm going to go do that real quick. And I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, you may not believe this. Maybe you will. Maybe this has been here the entire time. But I just walked up to this dude. Like, hey man, love the outfit. And I just scrolled all the way down here. And look what I found. The Embrace Initiate, which is a level 30 suit. I almost peed a little. Okay, admittedly I did, but it had nothing to do with the game. But I had to buy this, and I'm going to, and I'm, oh my God, it might give us an advantage if I could equip it. Oh, look at that. And it's an ancient, I just got an achievement, an ancient knight. It's ancient equipment. That is cool. Okay, you may not be very excited about it, but I sure am, because that actually is going to give me a significant improvement over my speed and armor. So we're going to see if we can upgrade this too. I don't think I've got any decent upgrades for it, but we'll give it a go. One cool thing that I found out is whenever you're flying around and you're in a hurry, you can just go ahead and use the shield breaker to remove the shields. And then later you can come back if you'd like. And as far as I know, those things are still here. No, they're gone. Yeah, I did this a minute ago on another system, and the actual red shield generators remained in the system. But either way, you could just go ahead and do this if, again, you're in a hurry. It is more advantageous to go ahead and take out the shield breakers because it gives you significant loot. Snowy afternoon on TM. And we are going to go ahead and continue on with unlocking many of these temples. I, as you can see, have loaded this up with 74 rockets because I miscounted it. I meant to get 75, but I did not obviously do that. So we're going to press on with only 74. That should be plenty. Well, nothing's easy, right? It looks like all of these towers are going to be corrupted. So we're going to have to figure out how to maneuver every one of them to line them back up. And I am not against just putting them on top of a tree and moving them to the easiest location possible. Let's get going on this one. Oops, I missed the tree. Oh my God, let's just destroy the tower instead of, trying to open it up. Whatever. Okay, let's just use my weapon here because my extractor. Clearly I just awful at this. Okay, need to move it over one. Jeez, why is everything so painful? And I think we learned from last time that we're not going to carve through this hill. We're just going to go ahead and carry it over. Can I ride with carrying this thing? Nope, that's unfortunate. But not really a surprise. Okay, one more to go. This next one will probably be all the fun. Look at that. That one actually wasn't too bad. All right, let's see if we can unlock this heart and go get some other ones that maybe aren't so involved. But I guess if it was easy, everyone would do it. I don't think my ship's not close enough for this key. Because, yeah, we need the key to unlock the... Yep, okay. Lesson learned. I guess we learned that lesson in episode 1. Since we are a space janitor, I decided to just go ahead and take all the keys with me. All 4 energy beams need to reach it. So it looks like whenever you plant your ship on one of these things, sometimes the shield will interrupt the beam, which I have now moved this thing a couple times, and it's perfectly fine. And then all of a sudden, it's not. So yeah, you can see all of the beams are active. Get out of this thing. Come down these steps, maybe. I think one of the hardest things about this game for me is walking down steps. To finally answer my own question, I have stopped by the light temple here to see if any of these items could be obtained, because we would very much like to upgrade our weapons. And the Embrace Initiate, the armor that I picked up at the space station just a few moments ago, has been unlocked, and there are several others. I believe the Initiate, even though it doesn't actually state here, is a level 30 item, which, as far as I know, is the highest level. So it is good that we came across that. I don't know if that is something that just randomly spawns there or if it's always there, but it was fantastic to get that. The other items that we could potentially and eventually unlock are the higher end weapons, which I would very much like to do, but sadly we have not come across a lot of these materials. So what we're going to end up doing right now is continuing to unlock a few more shrines to get a couple more hearts. That is going to be a benefit all in itself, and for obvious reasons. Okay, we have activated the light temple and increased our health. I think a good idea would be to go ahead and do this 1 or 2 more times. We're gonna land on this piece of candy for our last temple. And lo and behold, X does mark the spot. This is the last temple we need to unlock to complete all of our hearts, which is actually pretty cool. It didn't take too long to do. And ta-da! We have maximum hearts. So that was pretty cool. It did take about, I would probably say about 2 hours to do that. There were quite a lot of various things that we had to attend to, but one of the reasons why I saved this planet for the end is because it has quite a bit of technology in it. It is, let me see, where are we? We're on Dura 4, and it's maximum technology and minor pirates and minor red essence. We are going to run around for a bit and see if we can find some decent technology, because I could use some upgrades for some of my weapons. I did end up finding a higher level suit. I was mistaken. I could swear that whenever I purchased this orange helmeted suit a moment ago, that it actually was a level 30, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I could swear this is what it said. Anyway, I found this current one, which is a level 24, and it had higher stats, so I went ahead and switched over to that. And it looks like they cost around 10,000 a piece to purchase. But watch me go ahead and unlock one of these chests, and there'll be one sitting right there in it. Onward and upward, as they say. Oh, that looks cool. It's dug a trench here. The red essence, the red darkness. I don't know why I keep calling it red essence. Just carved itself into the ground. So I'm not sure if we're going to have as much luck as we did on Grace 2 the other day. But I think that we'll be able to find something. Patience is a virtue kind of thing. But we're going to go over to these... We'll pop down there in just a minute. Run over to these ruined areas. The ones that actually take the key cards to get things out of. Okay, we got glowing sulfur, glowing sulfur. The glowing sulfur is good because when I made the 74 missiles earlier, it took all of the sulfur, the glowing sulfur that I had. Or was that sulfur? I don't even remember. It's all running together. So we could hop down there, but I don't really... So far, they haven't really seemed to have been dropping anything that we've needed. But let's give it a go. And of course, save, and save often. I know none of you are tired of hearing this. Let's try this new weapon we've got as well. I did upgrade it to, I think, faster. Okay, 1349. Wow. Wow. That was actually pretty good. So this is a major improvement. I went ahead and switched out for the marksman weapon I have. This one actually shoots slightly farther than the marksman weapon that I had, which is good because, that was really, the whole point of it was shooting from a greater distance. This one is, I believe, max distance. Yeah, the range is 110. I think the other one was 95. So I think this will serve the same purpose and get us on our merry way with taking care of these space pirates. Might as well get these glowing gems here. Be silly not to. But this planet is also abundant with them, so we can come back here at any time. Oh, I thought he didn't die. I was like, what is he made of? Okay, we got another ancient key, but I don't think that we need any more ancient keys because we have now fulfilled our latest objective, which was getting maximum health, which is a great thing because that's going to greatly enhance our ability to save the princess. It's like save the cheerleader, save the world. Similar. Save the princess, save the galaxy. Now that I have unlocked quite a few temples and I have full health, I was curious, what have we unlocked in our blueprints here? And it looks like we have unlocked everything. So the Embrace Regalia, which again was the one I had a moment ago. We currently have, we have the Embrace Regalia on now. Yeah, I can't see, I guess, is this the highest one? I don't know. It looks like it might be. Well, that worked out. So I'm assuming that the Regalia series of weapons and equipment are the highest level. So this, well, some of it seems to be kind of garbage compared to what I have. But I am using the Gun of Ethereum. That's what I'm currently equipped with. So let's switch this real quick to the normal day-to-day weapon I've been using and see how this stacks up. See if we want to try to grind something and get a better gun, because the Gun of Ethereum is actually pretty good, but it has a very, very quick overheat and it takes a while to recharge. So this one is not what we're looking for. The Disruptor might be pretty good. And we've got currently 176 on our weapon. I don't want a pistol, so it doesn't look like we've got a whole lot of options, quite frankly. The Titan Regalia might actually be what we're looking for. But yeah, I don't know. The Quarkash, we might be able to purchase because we were in a system just a moment ago. It might have been this one where we ended up coming across quite a few of those animal parts and such, the high level ones that I just went ahead and purchased. And I don't know if that was one of them. Let me move down here a little bit closer so we can access our inventory from the temple and see what we can find out. But I think it should be right here. Okay, that was Starloom that we ended up purchasing. And yeah, the Carapace. So we are, I think, one horn short, and we're actually short quite a lot of stuff. It would take a significant amount of grinding to go ahead and get this completed for this one weapon, because it's completely random on what is dropped. So we're not going to end up doing that. If we just happen to come across this stuff, then so be it. But at this moment, we have not been. Yeah, we can upgrade to this, sort of. Yeah, we just have way too much stuff that we have to find. But okay. So anyway, we're going to head over to our planet, our home planet. I believe I set down a portal on Cuberon 4. Oh, these stupid birds. And wow, okay. Welcome home, Daddy. So the suit upgrade, if you've noticed, but it is significantly quicker, which is good because, you know, we're constantly running around. Gets a bit old, but you know, that's to be expected. Man, some of these enemies are just annoying. So we're gonna head over to our home planet, Cuberian 1, and see if we can liberate a princess. So we are about to head over to Cuberian 1 and stage ourselves for our next great expedition, which is to liberate a princess.
Hop, hop, underway!
Yeah, I keep doing that because that is really a good little animation there. What we are going to do as well is go ahead and put down a portal on Cuberian 1 to make sure that we can hop back and forth from here as quickly as we need to without much effort. I'm not sure if that's going to necessarily be something that we are going to need once we really start cleansing the planet and all, but it might as well be done. It certainly won't hurt anything. As QB and I stand here and admire our once beautiful planet, we realize that we've got a long road ahead. And our next mission, QB and I will face off against the great red darkness and try to save our queen. Until then, I hope you guys have had a wonderful time. Thanks for joining us today, and don't forget to like and subscribe.